Kind of hard to see from here, but right out yonder is Groom Lake, Area 51. See part of a building. All right, so here's what we have going on today. I am still in the desert wildlife refuge, and I am on a road that is 70 miles long, and there's no houses, no nothing, no crossroads, just a dirt road. I don't know what that thing is over there. We're going to have to look at that. Looks like a rusted out something. That's actually over on the Area 51. That's a like test center where we can't go over there. I don't think we can go to those mountains. But hey, check that formation out over there. It's like an S. How it's all bent. The rocks are all folded. Isn't that cool? And over there it goes up. That dry lake bed down there was actually just like 10 to 12,000 years ago was a water-filled lake, and this whole area was forested. And they've done some digs down in the bottom there somewhere. I won't tell you exactly where, but they've actually dug up mammoths. So just like 10 to 12,000 years ago, there were giant woolly mammoths wandering around out here. And this was a forested area, big lake behind us. There were ground sloths out here that weighed like 800 pounds, camels, horses that became extinct. Just a whole slew of different types of creatures that were wandering around out here. 10,000 years ago isn't that long ago either when you think about it. And a lot of the stone tools I find back in the east are 10,000 years old, and some much older than that. So this was a like post-glacial era, forested, mammoths going around, people running around with spears and, you know, trying to kill them. It just must have been a very, very, well, it was a very different landscape than we're viewing now. So anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to go down into the lake bed, hopefully not get stuck anywhere. If you look way off in the distance, you see where the road climbs up out of it. But we're going to go down in the middle somewhere and just camp down there tonight, and maybe just explore the sandy areas and, you know, look for meteors tonight. It's supposed to be, like I said, a meteor shower. By the way, this road we're on here was laid down around the late 1800s up to about 1910. To get between a couple towns in this area. They were, well, 70 miles apart. During the heyday of the mineral exploration and extraction era for this area. Like I said, it was right around the turn of the 1900s. I'm not exactly sure what they were finding. I don't think it was gold, but I could be wrong. There's not many mines around here. There's only a few that I've seen. We can't go over onto this side of the property to our left. Because it's a bombing and gunnery range, and I've heard plenty of explosions out here. That's weird. It's like milk glass. Isn't that bizarre? Being way out here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there was a house out here one time, but I've not read anything about it. Oh man, it would be a horrible place to live. Imagine being out here in the summertime. Hardest temperatures on Earth have been recorded in this area. In fact, we're not too far from Death Valley. Almost went there today, but I realized it's a holiday, 4-day weekend, and there are a lot of people on the road, so I figured this would be a better bet to, well, stay away from the people. All right, so, ciao. You ready? We're not going to go that way because we might get bombed, or at least escorted off the property, which I have had that happen to me before. All right, woogie woogie. This is a topo map that I downloaded, and we're actually right here, just off the map where these two roads fork. You see we have to go around this way, and that's the road we can see off in the distance. We have to find a way across. They said it's pretty treacherous in places, so warned us not to get stuck. Hopefully we won't. Caves. That road goes back up into the mountains there, and lots of springs, but I'm not going to go there today. We're going to go down in the flats and kind of set up camp somewhere down in there. Remember the Alamo. They say when this stuff is wet down here, it's like insta glue. Not to dry through it. I'll tell you one thing though, it's like insta dust right now. Whew, look at that. You can see the dust is making shadows. Wow, look at that. I want to slow down. Yikes. Well, maybe that's a meteor crater, huh? Start slowing down so that dust doesn't catch up. Has a chance to dissipate before we actually stop. No, that one's dry. Let's go look at it. I thought it might be neat to come out here, see if we can see any animal tracks, maybe some mountain lion or something, but there's no water here. It's probably going to be unlikely they're going to be hanging out here. Yeah, this one's dry for sure. Some kind of critter dug holes though. That's a shame. Whoever dug those holes probably dead. No water for them. As soon as I say that, you can see some tracks. Those are rat tracks. I'm going to backtrack to over that corner right there where we drove through. And that way we can maybe hike out to check out that water hole, because there was water in it, so I think it might be kind of interesting to look at. It's a little bit of a playa down there. Those are the sand dunes. Alright, gosh, do I look that washed out? Everything's so washed out here. Oh, looky! Something died. Oh, I wonder what that is. That looks like a, I wonder if that's a badger. You got badgers out here. It kind of looks like it. It's got the really heavy teeth. Badger skull. That's pretty cool. Probably died of thirst. Yeah, there were some, there's a lot of holes I noticed coming up in the hills and stuff that look, I thought there were badgers digging them out. That's what that is. That's a beaut. Can't keep it though. Oh well. Alright, let's go for a little hike before it gets dark. What do you say? You headed to that little nubbly thing in the middle, which is on the wildlife reserve. Preserve. It's military starts a little further over, so we probably won't get picked up in a Black Hawk. I just hope a rabid badger doesn't get us. Ooh, looky! You know what that is? That is a link to a 50 caliber machine gun belt of ammo. That was probably lost by an airplane. If I know, it's probably World War II era. They did a lot of training out here in World War II. Pretty cool, huh? Have to leave that for the badgers. There's a truck back there. That's how nice and flat this is. Apparently when it rains, if it does rain, this turns into a little bit of a lake. You know, and I told you earlier it was a shallow lake thousands of years ago. Boy, I don't think it's getting any closer, is it? In fact, it looks like it's further away. It really does. I thought it was the same one. I can't see over there. Wow, I think it's further away. That can't be possible. I'm crazy. I can see one way off, and that's getting close. That's on the Air Force bombing range, so we can't go over to that far one. But there was one between here and there that were good. I could clearly see it had water in it, unless it was a mirage. As Bugs Bunny say, mirage. You actually see a lot of mirages out here when it comes to the water. And this could be it. There's all kinds of like rushes, bulrushes. Well, it's definitely got a little bit of moisture here, but it's not what I was looking at. What I was looking at had water. I could absolutely see water. I was way over there looking down. Isn't that strange? I cannot see it now. There's dirt piled up. And the mirage. Ooh. You notice there aren't any shell casings though. People already picked those up. They just left the links behind. Hey, looky, look. That's a big flake from where the Indians were making tools out here some time ago. Anyway, I'm out in the middle of the lake bed. This is a hump, which geologically speaking, I wonder how this is formed. I really don't know. A lot of chips, stone chips out here. Still seeing a few of these laying around. But again, no casings because they've been scavenged. Oop, I'll lead up behind you. Hey, let's go look at that. That area there. It might be some water. Looks like it might be some right there, but that little flat area. We'll go look at that and then kind of work our way back to the truck. Look how far away it is. And the nearest like house is over 30 miles away from here. Isn't that awesome? Look at it. No one out here to hear you scream. You know, the neat thing is, oh, there's some water. A little bit. You see things like this, that's obviously a nice work piece. This could have been done by people who are hunting, you know, mammoths out here. I just think that's amazing. Isn't it? Looks like a bait. You can't see it. Looks like a bait stick. Looks like mouse poison, doesn't it? Probably shouldn't do that when we're next to a gunnery range. I'm not sure what that is. It's like zinc almost. Kind of weird. Lots of these things out here. I wanted to show this to you. That's a little piece of work stone. I mean, there's a lot of these small ones. I'm sure that people have probably been out here picking up other things, even though you're not supposed to. But that's pretty cool right there. I don't know what that is. Oh well, it says lots of the belt, little pieces of the belt around for the 50 caliber ammos. Two there. Saw one over there, and there's a couple over there. I don't know why people don't collect those, because you can take the casings and put them back together and make it like a whole belt of, well, fired 50 caliber ammo, which is pretty cool. I don't know why they didn't say these. Obviously, they picked up the casings. We made it back to the truck. I'm gonna put you away for the night, but I'm going to keep an eye on that horizon. That's where Area 51 is, right over that mountain. And if we see any strange craft come up over the horizon, I'll get you back out, if they let me. We'll see you tomorrow.
My big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her